Hello everybody. So I got this idea from one of you guys, and the comment was, can you please show us how to raise a truck suspension? So I decided, well, I'm going to take that a little bit further. I'm going to show you guys how to do just about anything you want in your .truck file. So first, find wherever you have it. And yes, I have 39, 4, 38, and 39. Oh wait, that was 37, not 39. But click on your rigs of rods, whatever version you want to mess with. Okay, then you're going to go to vehicles. Okay, once you're in vehicles, you'll find your vehicle. Okay, I would suggest whenever you get a new truck to unzip it. So basically, I will show you how to do that right now. This might be a little bit long of a video, but just go into Sim Monsters here. Hopefully it doesn't crash, which it did. Gotta love Sim Monsters. Actually, it's just my frickin' thing. Okay. Please work. I was just on it literally not that long ago. Okay. Downloads. And let's get some 37 trucks. 37 is what normally works with pretty much everything. Hey look, there's my thing that never got uploaded. Yay! Okay. We'll go to customs because I have just about every replica. I would download that, but it's going to take forever. I still need to do that, though. This, I don't know what happened to that. Come on, find something. And of course that would crash. I don't know what I wanna. Here, we'll download the Christine pack. Okay, download. It'll bring you to this. I always wait until this stops loading because then it makes it go so much better. Okay, download that. Here, I'm gonna pick it back up once I have this all downloaded. Okay, so as you can see, this has finished downloading, so we don't need the internet anymore. That always pops up, so does that. Go away. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this part, and then I'm going to open up another okay, I'm going to minimize this one. Okay, and then go to your downloads or wherever your trucks go to. That was the Christine pack, so copy the name off of it. Go to new folder, and then you'll Control V so you get the name. And then open that up. Click on this, open that up. Control A selects everything, right? We're going to drop it down in there. Then we don't need the downloads anymore. Alright, so that's in there. And that is in its own thing. Then just drag it down to vehicles. So that's how you do that if you guys didn't know. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is go into my vehicles. I'm going to mess with some V4 stuff. You would just select whatever you want to. The fastest way to go to V4 is select this little type thing, hit the little down, .truck file, and you can go to whatever you want. So, I have been working on these, so let me find whatever the last thing is on here. Okay, that still has black stallion rims. Does this have blacksmith rims? No. Okay, so I left off on black stallion. It's what I thought. So, first things first that you guys probably want to do, you guys hear me talk about the engulption all the time. The engulption is right here, and it's these numbers. Normally they look different. If you guys want to copy these numbers right here, then please do that. Basically, that just makes your gear changes a ton faster. As you can see, I've already done that. Next up, managed materials. If your truck, like V4s, don't have that, just copy it from another truck and then put your managed materials there. Alright, so moving on, these are your nodes, node beams, whatever. Nodes, beams. There's normally a ton of them on trucks, and normally in new trucks there's a lot of managed materials. On some of the older ones, you don't really need to worry about that. So, once we get here, this is where like your cinematic cameras, stuff like that is. Shane doesn't know how to mess with that kind of stuff. So, mesh wheels is the rims on the trucks. So I'm going to go ahead and put some new rims on. Let's see here. I think this one has the rims that I want to put on it. So, yes. Okay. So first things first, I will want to put the managed materials in there for it. So max D rim, Control C, and then just Control V. Always make sure that there's a space pretty much between everything. I don't think you need to. It just makes your life a hell of a lot easier. Alright, then we're going to go to the rims here. And I always just go to the line below. And then copy and paste. I always just use Control C, Control V. It's just faster. Alright, and as you can see, we have the same rims and the edge materials are there, so it'll work. Alright, so all this is, I think, node beams. Okay, so Bandicam stopped. I think it stops at 10 minutes, and yes, I am using Bandicam, as you'll probably have noticed for this, because Fraps, the version that I have, doesn't want to let me, do any of this. So anyway, this is your node beams for the tires. Alright, here is where, I forget what your name is, but this is where you will mess with your shocks. So, these last two numbers on these lines. The top one is the rear, as you can see there, and then the bottom one is the front. That's how it always is. Any truck. Doesn't matter. Don't know why, but it's like that. So, in order to change that, you just, if I want to make this higher, like a lot higher, I just go like that, and now it's a monster truck in the back. So you got to kind of be careful with the numbers that you put in because they're very, very sensitive. Normally, shocks don't even go past like 1. Normally they stay like 0.9, something like that. So let's see what setup I want to use for this truck. let's see here. I'm going to use a non-V4 setup. So vehicles, and then for this truck, I want to use this setup. So type .truck file black stallion. Okay, I can go down to where the shocks are. So if I want to take the shock setup from this truck, just copy the shocks, Control C, go back, bring up this black stallion, and then shocks, and Control V. So now it has the shocks off of the newer 2014 Black Stallion, which I actually need to do something to that so it doesn't overwrite this, which I will show you guys how to do that here in just a second. Next thing up, flares, like the Gravedigger flare. This is where it is. If some people have problems with it, I've never had a problem. Alright, so next up here you'll see props. So this BS chassis, BS, dot mesh, this is the chassis on the truck. If you want to put a different chassis on it, then you'll just have to Control C, Control V, or copy paste from another truck. Then you're going to have to align it with all these numbers. So you're going to figure out what these are. I can never memorize what they are. I believe this one or this one is height. Something along those lines. It's weird. Next up we have the axles. I have already put newer axles on this truck, so yeah. Next thing up is the King shocks, so that's your shocks. I honestly have no idea what this is. That's your lower forelink, drive shaft, your knuckles, which I have the Barbarian knuckles on here, sway bars, and forelinks. Right here is where you'll find the steering wheel and the dashboard. Let's see. Once you go into flex bodies, right here is your flag if you want to put a different flag on it. And if you just want to take away any mesh, you will hit that little semicolon thing right there, and it just basically like hides it, from what I understand. Next thing up on the list is the tires. So this is what a lot of people want to know. You want to change your tires to something, copy it from another truck and paste it onto this truck, and then file save. If it has any managed materials, same thing with what else should I put on this thing? I don't know, I put something on something. But yeah, that's how you'll do that. Alright, after you're done with any modifications that you want to do, always go File and Save. Okay? That's just what you have to remember for basically anything. And that's pretty much everything that you will need to know in the .truck file. So this was Black Stallion. Just always remember to save it. The engulption, never a bad thing to do. Let's see. We did put rims on this truck. That looks way better. And I guess I'll go into game and show you guys what it looks like after I mess with this. So this Black Stallion in this pack always overwrites the other one. So what I'm going to do is Black Stallion 14, since it doesn't have the newer rims. And so that was naming the .truck file. You just have to hit enter after it. So 2014, file and save. Okay, so now this truck shouldn't overwrite the other truck. So I'm going to pick up in-game with Fraps. Okay, so time to figure out what went wrong with that. Once again, go into Rigs of Rods, Vehicles, and I'm going to go Type, and .truck file, and so Black Stallion is in here, Black Stallion is fine. File and save. So what I'm going to do to make it regen the cache, or cache, or whatever you want to call it, is I'm going to actually just go into zipped files, find something that I don't want, delete it, and yeah.